Hey guys, it's Sarah. I'm going to demonstrate today how to do a sterile dressing change. We have Brittany here helping. The first thing you're going to want to do is gather your supplies. So we have regular gloves, sterile gloves, 2 sterile gauze, an abdominal pad, tape, and your Q-tips that I've already opened and taped to my bedside table. I've already ripped off a couple of pieces of tape and folded those over so that I can have those handy. I'm going to try and show you guys as much as possible with the table. The camera angle's a little bit weird. So the first thing we're going to do after we gather our supplies is we're going to go into the patient's room. We're going to verify her name and date of birth against her armband.
Brittany McColza, August 6, 1990.
Okay. And about an hour ago you got your pain medication. Are you in any pain right now?
No.
Okay. Is it okay if we go ahead and change your dressing?
Yes.
Awesome. So from here, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to put on my regular gloves. I'm going to open my normal saline, my sterile bottle, my sterile cup. I'm going to take the lid off that. I'm going to pour a little bit of my normal saline into the trash can and then fill my cup about halfway. I'm going to place that down. I'm going to grab one of my, from there I'm going to remove the existing bandage. I'm going to peel this off. Being careful not to hurt her. And then from here I'm going to pull the gauze out. I'm going to manually debride the wound. And then once that is off, I'm going to dispose of this in the biohazard bag. And then I'm going to take one of my sterile Q-tips. I'm going to dip that into the normal saline. And I'm going to measure the wound, length, get a new Q-tip, dip it in, the width, measure that, dispose of that, grab a new Q-tip, dip it in, and then the depth. I'm also going to measure that and then throw that away. And then from here, we're going to get our sterile field ready. So I'm going to take my gloves off. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open our packages. So I'm going to be careful to only touch 1 inch around the perimeter. I'm going to open my gloves. Let me see if I can pull that down so you can see that a little bit better. So my gloves are open. I'm going to then move on to my gauze. Be careful to open that. And then my next gauze. And then also my abdominal binder. So everything is opened. I'm going to touch and kind of scoot everything over just a little bit just to give myself a little bit more room. So I'm going to remove my gloves. Discard the packaging. I'm going to open them up. And from here, I'm going to start with my dominant hand. I'm going to take my left hand and place my right hand into the cuff. Okay. Then from here, I'm going to take my fingers, scoop under the cuff, and place my left hand in. My fingers, here it's stuck. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to remove my package. Okay, so from here, I'm going to slide everything over. And I'm breaking sterile field in the video, but not really because I need to lift the camera. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take my Q-tip, my sterile Q-tip. I'm going to dip it into the normal saline. I'm going to go on the outside of the perimeter once. Throw that away. I'm going to grab another one, dip it in the other perimeter, and throw that away. And then I'm going to grab another sterile one, dip it in, and I'm going to go the length of the wound and throw that away. So from here, I will grab some of my gauze, crinkle it up, put that into my normal saline, and then I'm going to take yet another Q-tip, and I'm going to kind of wrap this up and use my Q-tip to pack this into the wound, from top to bottom. Being careful not to hurt the patient, but to kind of get that in there. So now she has a wet piece of gauze in there. I'm going to throw this away. And then I'm going to take my other pack of 4x4s and I'm going to cover her wound. And then I'm going to grab the abdominal binder. I'm going to open it, place that on top, and then from here on, it's not really sterile because the wound is covered, so I'm going to grab the tape. And kind of cover that, being sure it's on snugly. And then I'm going to take another piece of tape and I'm going to put my initials, the date and the time, and I'm going to write that across that so any nurse following me would know when the dressing was last changed. And that's it.